Hey guys, we're down to the last day. I'll be loading the bike tonight or first thing in the morning, but tomorrow's the day I'll be taking off. I'm looking forward. I'm really excited to get going on this trip. A few things I wanted to point out. Going back to the changes on the bike, the last minute changes I made. Let's take a look real quick. There's not a whole lot here. So you can see I went with a 3.3 gallon and man, it's a custom fit. IMS did a good job on this, and the mileage on this, let's take a quick look at this video and I'll show you how the mileage is working out. So that's it. 3.3 gallon got me 200 miles before she sputtered out. But I was fortunate to come right here. Okay, so the mileage works out really good, but the combination of using two of these, which is 3 gallons and the 3.3 tank, and yeah, you know, I should be getting around 220, 240. Honestly, 240 is where I should be getting, but keep in mind, I did a road test over a couple of days, and this is where I come up with the 60 miles a gallon, and you can see it came out exactly 200 miles for the 3.3. Now, being on a trail, it's totally different. What happens is, when you're on the trail, you're in lower gears and you're doing higher RPM. So the mileage is not going to be the same mileage you're going to get on the road. So I have to account for that. So if that 3.3 gets me 200 miles, I mean, that's right down to it. I mean, that's maximum. It's more than I was really thinking I would get. But so if I were to round that down to 180, if I get 180 on the trail with that gas tank, and then I've got the two 1.5 liter, I think that I'm going to be safe with that. So it's not an issue. Everything's ready to go. I did the oil change. Yeah, nothing left. I'm really excited about this. Something I wanted to touch on was the video series itself, my adventures. Something like this, I can't, obviously I'm not taking a laptop and I'm not going to be doing any kind of updates on the trail. This is going to be something I'm going to have to run the whole route and then start the series in September. So basically, it's not like doing, like I'm going to go off and do the Idaho BDR. So I give myself 3, 4, or 5 days to get up there. I run it for a week, 3, 4, or 5 days, come back. So within the time I leave, 2 weeks later, I'm starting to work on my videos and I can release them then. This is going to be 6 BDRs. I'm talking about the Northern California BDR, the Oregon BDR, Washington State, the Idaho. Some of these will be 90–95% of the BDR, depending on where I get on, where I get off. I'll also be doing the Mid-Atlantic and the Southeast BDR. So there's six BDRs right there. So with that and the time it takes to do parts of the Transamerica Trail, some of my own GPX routes, I mean, we're talking, I give myself 3 months. So it should be mid-September I come in. I should have something out a couple days after. So that's just the way this thing works out. This is the way that it's worked out with me for every trip I've ever done. All of my trips have been long distance. It's taken a lot of time to do them. And so this will be my last video before I take off. So I figure I should be back here if things go okay, depending on weather and other factors, but I should be in mid-September. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. But meanwhile, I'll see you on the trail. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Well, this is it, Wednesday, 24th June 2026, and bike is loaded and I'm ready to go. I'm going to go over a few things and we'll get out of here. Why I ride, why I do this. I think a lot of you guys have done this before, you know why. I mean, this is going into the unknown. This is adventure. This is going out there, putting it out there, especially these long distance routes. It's kind of like survival, obstacle course. I mean, this is adventure. If I knew what I was getting into, it wouldn't be much of an adventure. So I got a lot of surprises coming my way, I'm sure, but I'll overcome them and we'll make it to the end. So that's basically why I ride. It's something I just, years ago, 5 years ago, I'd watch this stuff on YouTube and it's like, man, I got to do this. And this is my fourth trip out. I did the 2020, 2021, 2023, the Florida thing. Actually, this is my fifth. I don't call the Florida thing an adventure though, but it was fun. So actually, this is my fourth cross country on a DRZ, and this will be the first one for this 2025 DRZ. So this is where we're going to go. This is what I got planned out. I'm heading up to Ridgecrest, and you can see Ridgecrest over here. And then at Ridgecrest, I've got a deal set up with an RV self-storage yard. So I'm able to take the truck there, I can offload, put my gear on, I can take off out of there. It's like 20 bucks a month, super cheap. It's in a gated yard. It's staffed, so it's really safe there. This is going to be up towards China Lake, towards the military base there. And then by the time I get up there later on today, depending, it might be pretty late, I want to head over to this place, which is Kennedy Meadows, and that's going to be my first campground. And it should be really kind of cool up there because this is where the Pacific Crest Trail tracks through there. And it's kind of a campground for those guys doing that hike. That campground is actually 700 miles from the border of Mexico to that point there. There should be groupies up there. There's a store, restaurant kind of thing. It'll be interesting to see what this is. I imagine pretty rustic, but that'll be my first night. Taking off in the morning, I'm going to hit I'll be on the southern California BDR for a short distance. I will take from that point, which will be around Lone Pine, up to Benton. And then from Benton, I've got to take the connector route over to the northern BDR, California BDR. So we'll just come to it and see what's there, see what's waiting for me. But so let's get out of here, guys. Thanks for joining me. I do invite you to watch my series. Again, I spoke about being out in September. This should be interesting. There'll be a lot of cool things, some crazy stories. So yeah, join me on this route and we'll have some fun together. All right, let's get out of here.